Hello and welcome back to episode 56 of Minecraft Ultra Hardcore. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have some more work to do on the warped wood farm. This thing, I love seeing this. I love looking at this. It is so fun to have. But you know, there's no real reason to be inside of it. It's kind of just like set this to run and then go walk away. And we don't want that. We want there to be a reason to be here. Oh yeah, side note, the glass is broke. I guess the TNT could blow that. I could have sworn, I looked it up and I'm pretty sure it said the blast radius was 5.5 blocks. Counting out from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 should end right here, but somehow that glass got blown up. I couldn't tell you how or why, but it did. Maybe the wiki lied or wherever I found that information. Anyways, I don't know what the fix is going to be for that. I think I could move the glass wall back. That could be something that we do, but I don't know if that's a good option because then it'll like mess up with the way that this room is. And I don't know. I think we might just like leave it and let it get blown up. And now I'm noticing that it also blew up right there, which is even a bit more. And I'm also noticing that it blew up right there. Dang, you know, this hole is actually quite a bit more problematic because mobs can just like come in. Anyways, the plan for today is to add interior decoration as well as hooking this area up with the storage system. I want to be able to pipe all the extra stuff from the chest out into there and then all of the bone meal over there. Anyways, I wanted to check and see if there is some way where I could like add an overflow so that whenever all of the bone meal is all the way backed up, granted that's probably never going to happen, but once the bone meal is all the way backed up into the machine so that this dropper is also completely full and like there's no more composting happening over there, the leftover like all of the leaves and bits and the lights also just like end up getting funneled over there. I don't think that'll like ever happen for a very long time, but it'd be cool if I could like filter it out and collect some of that too. That might just be a future problem though. For now we don't really need it. We also need to figure out what's going on in here and you know what's going on really anywhere. I built this because it felt like it needed to be here, but I don't know what it is. So we're gonna have to give that some kind of identity too. And I think the rest of it can kind of just be left. I'm a bit of a fan of, you know, all of this stuff that's going in here now. I think that it can just stay. So anyways, let's just start by going ahead and hooking up all the chests with all the business that I want to do in here so that we can see what we're working with in here. The torch makes sure that this piston stays retracted whenever that pulls and it doesn't like keep spamming redstone. Oh, what? Oh no! No! Dang it. Oh my lord, gamers. This was an incredibly painful ordeal to go through. We got it. It's done. All the stuff works. Here, let's just take a look at these chests right here. We have some logs right here. For some reason, some logs right here. And we have logs up there for some reason. And logs right there, I guess. That's cool. But the logs come through here. We've got a water stream that goes all the way over here is where the bone meal comes in too. It just gets filtered out right there, so none of it ends up over there. It's all nice and easy, and it works. We just use water streams. It was so simple, so easy. You know what wasn't easy? This guy. This is the on and off switch. So I just kind of like redstone, go down there, around, and then some really finicky business up here. Just this little bit of redstone took me, if I remember correctly, like 2 hours, because whenever I was screwing up with that redstone down there, I guess I like double triggered the machine and I ended up blowing this up again. It pushed out, you know, the same frame the TNT blew up. I lost more ancient debris. It's cool. Lost all that business in there. And then little did I know, I also somehow blew up like that redstone down there and another piece of redstone like back here somehow. The debugging on this took so long. It took so long, but it works. It works. All I have to do is flip this lever and it turns on. It clicks, it grows, and it drops the TNT. Everything works, and I can flick it and it gets turned off, and I don't need to worry about it. It's so simple. Now, I should never need to go down inside of there. All I need to do is come in this room and get what I want and go. Along with that ordeal, which was the not fun event of blowing up more glass. I'm going to hope that the blowing up of that glass and that glass was a result of improper like TNT business, which I don't fully understand why it happens or why it did happen, because it's like this one especially just happened while I was AFKing here, you know, which led me to like real quick just stop AFKing so that nothing would come through and kill me from there. Not that like really anything could, but we don't want that to happen. But none of that matters, or like that one kind of still matters, but we did it. and I'm so proud of us. So now we can actually finally start decorating. You know, like 3 hours into this, 3 hours later. The glass blew up again! You're joking! It's just those spots though. Oh, sweet, we caught it on camera. Perfect, incredible. You love to see it. What? You're joking! What? No! You're kidding! What just happened? That was normal use! That was normal use! What in God's name just happened? It's flawed! It's broken! This is problematic! We can't have this! What on earth? What in the heck? Why did... That's the worst one yet! That's the worst one yet! By far! This whole thing just blew up! This whole thing just went crazy! Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I say we cut our losses here. We fix up whatever just happened. We decorate this area out here, right? And we treat this as just another build. And we find another design. Or, and hear me out, we don't. Hello and welcome to 2 Days in the Future. I have done a little bit of research. Now that clip was supposed to continue on with me being sad and being like, oh, you know what, we're gonna give up, we're gonna build this guy, we're gonna build the other guy, and we're never gonna touch these again, and we're gonna forget about it, just like I forgot to fill that in. I fixed everything else though. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing else broken, and hopefully all the redstone's okay. I don't really have a way of like, knowing very well. I mean, of course I can look at the schematic of it, you know, I think it's all fine. So here is what I have been working on. I went to the YouTube video where I found this and I noticed someone in the comments commented, you know what, this farm doesn't work. Sometimes it's facing the wrong direction. You know, east and west, for some reason, it will inevitably blow itself up. But north and south, it won't. So if we take a look right here, this is north, this is south. Then if we go ahead and take another look back with what we have north, south. So their claim was that these farms would work wherever in the world regardless, just as long as they were facing north and south. You know, that's the one factor. If we take a look at this guy right here, of course, this is north. This is the exact same orientation my farm is in our world. Yet this one still blew up, okay? So they recommended placing some obsidian around this bit right here, because whenever that blows up, you know, none of this gets pushed out, the TNT stays, the whole farm blows up. It's a big problem. Now, if we take a look over here, we might notice that, you know, it had that shielding. Nothing bad happened, except it blew through that stuff right here, and then it messed up the redstone. So I did some experimenting, you know, I threw some in here. It didn't blow up. This one's just fine. But then I was like, okay, what else could it possibly be? Because this guy follows the same rules that he said would work. We open up the chunk borders right here. It is through a chunk. All right, this one's going through a chunk. These two actually aren't. They don't really have a chunk splitting right down the middle. I mean, now granted, they do have this guy right here. It is what it is. The one on our world is pretty much situated just like this, with the chunk border right there through the middle. So now I'm thinking that has to be the problem. That has to be what it is. Well, if you look, these have been running for hours. They have been running for hours. And all of them are fine. All of them except for this one, which I'm now noticing has blown up. I didn't even realize this blew up before I started the recording. What the heck? Man, and this is in a completely new way. How incredibly fun it is that this just keeps happening. But I mean, I guess that's fine. It is what it is. That's what we'll call it. I have no clue what caused this. But what I am willing to try is filling in the endstone with the ancient debris right here, because that's not going to blow up, and then just absolutely encasing this redstone in obsidian. I think I'm willing to give it one last try like that. Why this happened, I have no freaking clue, but I'm willing to try this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those couple changes that I noted, and we will hope and pray that everything works. I want this farm to work so bad. I'm willing to give up on it. I've come to terms that it probably won't, but I want it to. I want it to so bad. Okay, we have gone and we have fortified the absolute heck out of this guy. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna go sit somewhere safe. Oh yeah, in a little hole that we made. I'm gonna go sit in there. I'm gonna AFK for a while. I'm gonna run the replay, and we're gonna see if this thing blows up. I don't want it to. It might. We're going to pray that it doesn't. Guys, okay, so I was gonna talk about what happened with the TNT, but I have a much bigger problem. My Minecraft looks like this now, and I can see through it, and I can see my desktop, and it's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I've turned on freaking acid mode. This actually looks quite, oh, this looks so cool. Wait, stay? I want this to stay. How do I get it to stay? If I put my mouse up there, does it stay? This is, what the heck? This is actually wild. Hold on. Can I abuse this? Oh my god. Wait, what if I turn shaders on? What if I activated shaders while this is happening? That's so wild. Holy cow. Where's my where's my bed? Which one of these is my bed? This obviously could be a much greater problem that I don't want to have to deal with, but it's fun in the moment. Okay, let's do F1, inventory, close. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a neat looking thumbnail. Hold on. Whoa! Go on, go do it again. Yeah! No, what is this? Okay, we'll go back. I restarted my game. Hopefully it's playable now. So, the glass. Not even 10 minutes in. It was like 6 minutes and 40 something seconds. I had a TNT go and break this glass. Watch this replay real quick. Okay, so that's like obviously not supposed to happen, right? There's no reason why this should push while the TNTs come out. And that's even what I was thinking whenever I was going through and like imagining how this would break, because there's no world where this was supposed to push out while the TNT was going. But it did, and we saw it in real time. We have footage of it. Now, I did some testing. I did a bit of reverse engineering, and I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. It is this area right here. Now, of course, there's a ton going on here, but let's hop into a little creative world of this so I can show y'all what's going on. Hello and welcome to a little parallel dimension where it is of course nighttime outside because we're on the opposite side of reality. Anyways, so basically the way that this machine runs is this redstone block powers this redstone, which whenever there's a block in this space, powers the pistons, which pushes all the business. That pushes these guys out and triggers the TNT to fall, right? What was happening somehow is this redstone right here was updating this piston to put it in a situation where instead of the redstone being right there, let me make sure that doesn't trigger. Okay, it doesn't. Instead of the redstone being right there, the redstone ended up right here. Now, there's a little bit of an issue with the redstone being right there, and that is one, when you place a block here, it doesn't update those pistons. Nothing gets moved. The machine doesn't run. But two, if a block goes through that dropper that I added, it triggers. And you know, that makes a TNT fall. So, I now know that this dropper right here that isn't part of this whole contraption that actually reads when it's supposed to drop is causing the TNT and this stuff to move when it's not supposed to. So my solution? Move this so where this redstone does not interfere with any of this. Okay, we have done a small amount of remodeling. We moved the stuff like back in there instead of being in this space. And I found all of the warped stems that I lost. So, you know, I'm thinking even if this farm does blow up, that's a good enough backlog for me. I think I'll be all right with it. So, did that fix it? I don't know yet. I've kind of like run out of time to record this episode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end it here. I'm going to run it kind of in the background while I'm doing all my video stuff. Hopefully it doesn't break then. I might just sit here in AFK for a while. Maybe fill up all of these, all of those too. We'll see how long I can run this for and see if it breaks now. I feel like we might have fixed all the issues. The only other issue that I feel like there might be, this guy right here will be powering this block, which may or may not power these. Which, to be frankly honest, I don't know what the heck they do. I feel like what these guys do is they update these, which push those out. That's all I think they do. And once that happens, there's no way that that's going to trigger the TNT, I don't think. The only thing that I think that's going to do is just make it slightly less efficient with the bone meal. So I think this one's going to be okay, but we don't know till we try. So I'm going to end the episode here, and in the meantime, I'm going to be working on this. But before I leave, we need to say some thank-yous. I would like to extend a thank you to Rely, Mortavir, Rick Sanchez, Jebasheep11, HiBoyBoy123, and Joshua. Thank you guys very much for subscribing, and thanks to everyone else in this tunnel for subscribing as well. If you would like to join them, please subscribe and tell me in the comments that you did so. That is the main way that I know. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that guy doesn't blow up, and if he does, I hope I can figure out how before the next episode. But with that, I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you have a great previous part of your week, and I hope you have a great next part of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Update, it literally ran twice and broke immediately, and that redstone is gone, and the stuff down here is gone, and this is clicking like crazy. I think I might know the fix. I think I'm just gonna try and move this guy. I feel like it's the powering of that actually broke it.